Approaching ultimate. Class M planet. Massive subterranean development, but limited to no life forms on the surface.
Proximity alert, sir. We have an unknown ship heading right for us.
Lieutenant Uhura hailed them?
Yes, Captain.
Obviously, I knew that Justin was an incredible action director, but the question I had was, how much did he really care about the world, these characters? And when I talked to him, and he was so effusive about Star Trek. He loved it, watched it with his parents. It was clearly something that had an incredible impact on him growing up. He knew the dynamics between the characters. It just was very clear that was kind of a given for him. And I thought, God, if we could just combine his love of the original series and get that feeling in the movie and his amazing action ability, that would be a crazy sweet spot. And I think it's exactly what he's done.
I am Jayla, and you are Montgomery Scott.
Aye, Scotty.
Come now, Montgomery Scotty.
Jayla was always going to be this resourceful and tough and, by necessity, independent character that, in theory was a funny but important and tough addition to the group. You just never know exactly what you're going to get. And I really liked Sophia from her work in Kingsman, but you never know what's going to happen, and the look and the vibe and and I just think watching dailies, you immediately fall in love with this character. I mean, this is not cut together, not with visual effects, not with any. It's sort of the unadorned, rough footage. You just couldn't deny it. She really brings this sweetness, this toughness, this kind of, there's an innocence, but there's also, obviously a character who's gone through great, struggle and pain. And so she's just, manages to do it seemingly sort of effortlessly. And I think partly because she was, a dancer and, an acrobat and stuff, she also just physically brings a real grace to what she has done. And it's just, for me, a perfect addition to the group.
You're no with those bastards that killed my ship, are you? I'll take that as a no.
Simon, being one of the writers, was hugely helpful because not only did he know the world so well, Star Trek, he also is such a fan of big sort of, big adventure, movies, but he also knows the actors so well. It was this perfect kind of voice that he was sort of able to speak to not just what the characters would do and should do, but also really knew the rhythms of the actors, and so that was very, very helpful.
I think you should have this back. After all, it belonged to your mother.
It is not in the Vulcan custom to receive again that which was given as a gift.
What's amazing is when you look at Star Trek and you realize it's been around for half a century, and it's an amazing thing to see how that story that Gene Roddenberry created has endured. And I think it's because of his forward-looking sense of inclusivity and all of us working together. I think that's kind of that's been the one through line, I think, through all of the Star Trek movies, series. I think it's always been that. And I just think that's a very hopeful thing, and it's beautiful to see that survive as long as it has.